Have you ever frozen in the middle of an English conversation, knowing exactly what you want to say, but the words just won't come out? That moment of panic, your mind racing, your confidence slipping, I've been there too. But here's the truth, real progress doesn't come from speaking perfectly. It comes from learning how to stay calm, think clearly, and express yourself naturally, even when you make mistakes. Hi, I'm Peter, and welcome back to English Unlocked. Today, I'll share 3 powerful techniques to help you speak English with confidence, without overthinking, without fear, and without losing your words again. These methods are simple, proven, and used by learners who finally feel free when speaking English. So, if you're ready to stop feeling stuck and start speaking with ease, stay until the end. I've got a bonus tip that can completely change how you practice every day. And hey, if you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe, like, and share, so you don't miss more lessons that help you unlock your English, one step at a time. I remember one morning many years ago. I woke up late. I felt tired, lost, and a little sad. My phone was full of messages. My head was full of noise. I didn't want to move. Then I asked myself, why do I feel this way every day? That question was small, but it changed my life. I started to see that my morning was not helping me. I was not calm, not ready, not kind to myself. I always started the day in a hurry, with no plan. So one day, I tried something new. I woke up just 10 minutes earlier. I drank water. I sat quietly and took a deep breath. It was simple, but something felt different. I felt a little more peaceful. I felt I could start again. That small change gave me hope. I learned that how we begin the morning can change how we live the day. And when we change one day, we can change our life, step by step. After that first quiet morning, I started to think more. Why is the morning so important? Why do I feel different when I start the day calmly? I learned something simple but true. The morning is like the first page of your day. If the first page is full of stress, the story of your day will not be happy. But if the first page is peaceful, the story can be better. Before, I always started my morning in a hurry. I checked my phone, I worried about work, I rushed to go out. No wonder I felt tired and lost all day. Then I tried to change one small thing. I stopped touching my phone in the first minutes. I just sat, smiled, and said, "Good morning," to myself. It sounds funny, but it helped. I began to see that how we start the morning is how we live the day. When you start calm, you can think better. When you start kind, you speak better. When you start with peace, you carry peace with you. This idea made me feel more free. I didn't need a perfect day. I just needed a better start. After I learned how important the morning is, I wanted to make it better. But I didn't know where to start. At first, I thought I needed big changes, like waking up very early or doing hard exercise. But soon I learned something very important. Small habits are stronger than big plans. So, I started small. I drank 1 glass of water after I woke up. I smiled. I said thank you for a new day. And I took 1 deep breath. That was all. The first week, it was not easy. Some days I forgot. Some days I was lazy. But I told myself, it's okay, Peter. Try again tomorrow. And little by little, it became normal. These small things made me feel calm and ready. I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to show up and do one good thing each morning. When I looked back after a few weeks, I was surprised. My days felt lighter. I was more focused, more patient, and even a little happier. It's true, small steps can change big things if you keep going. After I saw how small habits helped me, I shared this idea with my friend Sarah. Sarah was a kind and smart woman, but she was always tired. Every morning she woke up late, ran to work, and felt stressed all day. She told me, "Peter, I don't have time for a calm morning." I smiled and said, "Maybe you don't need much time. Maybe just 10 minutes. At first, she didn't believe me. But one day, she decided to try. She woke up 10 minutes earlier. She drank water. She wrote 3 things she was thankful for. Then she sat quietly for 5 minutes. The first few days felt strange, she said. But after 1 week, she felt different. She told me, "Peter, I don't shout in traffic anymore. I feel more patient. I feel lighter." I could see it in her eyes. She looked calm and happy. Her story made me smile. It showed me that even one small change can open a new door. We don't need a perfect life to feel peace. We just need to start with one kind moment each morning. After Sarah told me her story, I started to think more. Why do some mornings still feel hard? Why do I sometimes wake up tired, even when I sleep enough? Then I understood something simple. A good morning starts the night before. It's really what we do before sleep can make our morning easy or difficult. Before, I used to watch videos or check my phone until very late. My mind was full of noise and lights. When I woke up, I felt heavy and slow. No wonder I had no energy. So, I tried something new. I stopped using my phone before bed. I read a few pages of a book. I wrote one small plan for tomorrow. And I said, "Thank you for today." At first, it was hard. I wanted to scroll my phone again. But after a few nights, my sleep felt better. And in the morning, my mind felt clear and calm. Now I see it so clearly. If you want a peaceful morning, take care of your night. The night gives power to the day. When you rest with peace, you wake up with light. After I learned to take care of my night, my mornings became easier. But I still asked myself, what is the best way to start the day? Then one morning, I heard a teacher say something interesting. He said, "The first 10 minutes of your day are like wet cement." I left. But then I understood. Wet cement can take any shape, right? It becomes strong after some time. So, the first 10 minutes can shape your whole day. I wanted to test this idea. So, I tried a small plan. First, I drank water. Second, I opened the window and looked at the light. Third, I moved my body a little, just slow stretching. Then I said, "Today, I want to be calm and kind." It took only 10 minutes, but it changed how I felt. I was not running. I was not worried. I was ready. Since that day, I call these minutes my quiet start. They help me stay peaceful and strong, even when the day is busy. Now, every time I wake up, I remember this. How you use your first 10 minutes can shape your whole day, and maybe your whole life. After I learned about the first 10 minutes, I wanted to make them more special. I asked myself, what can make my heart feel light in the morning? The answer was simple: gratitude. Gratitude means to say thank you in your heart, not only for big things, but also for small ones. For the bed that kept you warm, for the water you drink, for the air you breathe, for the chance to start again today. I started writing 3 things I was thankful for every morning. At first, it was easy: coffee, family, my home. But soon I began to see more. The smile of a stranger, the sound of birds, the quiet time before the world wakes up. It made me feel calm and full inside. When I felt thankful, I could not feel angry or afraid at the same time. My mind became softer. My day became easier. One of my students, Kareem, told me, "Peter, this changed my life." He said he stopped worrying too much because now he starts every day with peace. And I felt the same. Now I always say, a grateful heart is a strong heart. When you begin the day with thanks, you begin it with love. After I learned to say thank you each morning, I started to see my life change slowly. But sometimes I still felt tired. I wanted to be fluent fast. I wanted to speak like native speakers. And when it didn't happen, I felt sad again. One day I stopped and said to myself, "Wait, why am I in a hurry? Maybe I just need to win small every day." So, I made a new plan. One small goal every day. Listen to one short English video. Learn one new word. Speak one short sentence to myself. At first, it felt too easy. But after 1 week, I felt more calm. After 1 month, I felt more confident. And after 3 months, I looked back. Wow! I had learned so much without stress. I learned that success is not about doing big things one time. It's about doing small things many times. One day, one step, one word. Now I tell my students, celebrate small wins. Smile at your progress, even if it's tiny. Because when you enjoy small wins, you stay calm, you stay confident, and one day, you speak English with freedom. One morning, I looked in the mirror and smiled. For the first time, I spoke English and felt free. Not perfect, but free. I didn't worry about my accent. I didn't care if my grammar was wrong. I just spoke, and it felt so good. I remembered the time when I was afraid to talk. My hands were cold. My voice was small. I always thought, what if I make a mistake? But now, I know mistakes are part of learning. Each mistake helped me grow. Each word I said, even with fear, made me stronger. I realized English is not only a language. It's a bridge, a way to meet people, share stories, and understand the world. When I spoke from my heart, people listened. Not because my English was perfect, but because it was real. So today, I want to tell you this. Don't wait to be perfect. Be brave now. Speak even when you feel shy. Because your voice matters. When you accept yourself, you speak with peace. When you speak with peace, you speak with power. And that is true freedom.